So earlier this year, a company contacted me that they want me to advertise their product for them on my channel. Their offer was quite good, like was really good, but I had to politely decline their offer. And I did so because of the story I'm about to share today. So guys, this is episode 4 of Struck Off, a series on this channel where we discuss things that health professionals did that nearly put them in trouble, or things that health professionals did that put them in trouble, so that we can pick a few lessons from these stories, okay? These are things that some people will overlook or think they are minor stuff and can't really put them in trouble, but they actually put people in trouble. So if you're interested in today's episode about what not to possess, what not to sell as a healthcare professional or as a nurse in the UK, then stay tuned. So welcome once again to my YouTube channel, guys. My name is Griselda, and let me pay my bills before I go to the story, okay? So this video is proudly sponsored by HelloFresh. Are you tired of cooking and eating the same meals nearly every day? Are you tired of, going grocery shopping all the time, especially with our busy schedules here in the UK? If that is your case, then I'm here to recommend HelloFresh to you. So HelloFresh is a meal kit delivery service. What they do is that they deliver weekly boxes of quality fresh ingredients to your doorstep along with their recipes, okay? And then these help you to prepare your meals easily and without wasting so much time. They help you actually plan your meals without necessarily planning your meals. Let me explain. You can download the HelloFresh app on iOS or on Android for free. So let's do that now, okay? What you do is that you choose your planned size, okay? For me, I usually choose 2 because it's just me and my husband, and then I usually choose 3 recipes per week, okay? So that's the price. But look at something. When I enter my promo code HelloNanel, look, it's gone from £26 to £13 for 3 recipes per week for 2 people. £13. That's not even the exciting part. So you would go ahead and choose the kind of recipes that you like. Obviously, if you look at my size, you know that I like meat, so it's already ticked for me, mostly meat. But if you are the veggie type, or quick cook, for those that are always in a hurry and then you don't have time, you want to do all the extra shifts in the world, you can choose quick cook. You can choose calorie smart for those that are concerned about calories they are taking in and all that. So just choose the kind of recipes that you would like. So you can go through the kind of recipes that they have. This is mango chutney curry chicken wrap. So if you like the way it looks and you think it's going to be nice. So what I love about HelloFresh is that you get restaurant style meals, but this time around they're going to send you the recipes, they're going to send you the ingredients. The ingredients have been pre-portioned, so it's not like they're sending you 5 cups of spice when you only need teaspoon. They're sending you just the right amounts that you need for the size of plant that you chose. And then they also show you the time the preparation is going to take for each of the meals. So since I'm always in a hurry, I'll choose a meal that takes 20 minutes. So I'll choose the Thai-inspired pork and noodles stir fry. Okay, they have so many amazing restaurant style recipes, okay? And if you're not really confident in it, they have something where they show you the step-by-step process as to how it looks like at each step of the preparation process, so that you're not going to make any mistake when you're cooking it. We eat our local dishes every day of the week, and sometimes you get tired of it. It's now time to switch up, get some restaurant style meals with the help of HelloFresh. Don't forget to use the promo code HelloNanel to get massive discounts on your order, okay? So download the HelloFresh app, order your first HelloFresh box, cook some meals, and then comments below, let me know what you think. Thank you HelloFresh for sponsoring today's video. So a terrible incident happened somewhere in 2015. A gentleman reported to an NHS trust, the hospital in England, with uncontrolled hypertension. So after assessment and questioning and all that, he said the only thing different that he had taken was a slimming pill that was given to him by a nurse. A slimming pill, just like that, by a nurse. It was actually prescribed and dispensed to him by a nurse. The hospital staff probed further, and then they realized that it was actually fentanyl, and it was about 37.5 milligrams that this person took, and that was what was causing the uncontrolled hypertension. And it was a slimming pill, as simple and basic and easy as it may sound. People can get slimming pills off eBay or Amazon or anywhere, and this was prescribed by a nurse. That's where the whole issue started. So Apparently, this fentanyl is not licensed to be used in the UK. So the hospital staff had to report to NHS England, they had to report to the police, and of course the NMC. So the police contacted this nurse that prescribed the medication or the slimming pill to this gentleman. Luckily, this gentleman did not die, thank God. So the police contacted this lady, they questioned her and all that. They arranged for an inspection of the place. So she was actually running a slimming clinic sort of for people that want to lose weight and all that. They went there, they did an inspection, and they seized so many drugs there. But when they questioned her, she actually misled them into believing that she had the rights and everything to do so. She was qualified, blah, blah, blah. So even when they sent the issue to court, she was acquitted. She was found not guilty. But as we all know, the NMC, despite whatever the court says, will also still do their investigation. So the NMC did their investigation and they struck her off the nursing register. She was a qualified nurse, but the NMC says that even if you are a nurse, you do not have the qualifications to prescribe medication. Not to talk of a medication that is not licensed to be used in the UK. Not to talk of a medication that is classified as a Schedule 3 drug. We have Schedule 1 drugs, Schedule 2, Schedule 3 drugs, blah, blah, blah. So Schedule 1 drugs, they are said to not have any therapeutic value, but however they have the highest potential for abuse, followed by Schedule 2, Schedule 3 and all that. So this drug, the fentanyl, is classified as a Schedule 3 drug. It's not even Schedule 1 or Schedule 2. However, it landed this lady in trouble. They said she did not have the qualification because she was not a qualified nurse prescriber. So only nurse prescribers, according to the NMC, can't prescribe medication. And even with nurse prescribers, they do not have the rights to prescribe every medication. For some medications, they need additional qualification or other licenses. For certain medications, you need a license from the Home Office, especially for those that are not licensed to be used in the UK. And you also need a license from the MHRA, that's the Medicines and Healthcare Products Regulations Agency. She did not have these licenses and she was not a qualified nurse prescriber. So obviously this nurse was acting outside the scope of her competence. So they struck her off. So when I was reading about this particular topic, I did a bit more research and then I realized that this issue has happened quite a lot of times. The NMC has actually struck so many people off because of similar situations. There was another nurse that was trying to persuade a patient to buy cannabis oil, saying that it was going to cure her cancer, the patient's cancer, and she was also struck off the NMC register. For the lady that was trying to persuade a patient to buy cannabis oil, according to the NMC, cannabis is a Class B drug. So we also have classes of drugs. The Class A drugs are the cocaine, heroin, you know, those very dangerous drugs. And then we have the Class B, that's the cannabis, etc. And the Class C, steroids and benzodiazepines, something as simple as diazepam. Possession of something as simple as diazepam without a prescription can land you in trouble as a nurse. Yes, there's another nurse who had diazepam in his home without prescription that was struck off. There was a nurse who was possessing explosives in her home. The NMC struck her off. She only had these explosives in her possession. As to whatever she intended to use it for, that's unknown. There was no reports that she had used any of these explosives or ammunitions, but just the possession of these items alone put her in trouble and she was struck off the NMC register. They saw a couple of guns, a couple of explosives and, you know, firearms. I realized that these things happen a lot. So I've listed a few of these items that you're not supposed to have in your possession. You're not supposed to administer or dispense as a nurse or as a healthcare professional if you want to keep your license, if you want to keep your hard-earned pin. Any controlled drug, whether it's a Schedule 1, Schedule 2, Schedule 3, Schedule 4, any controlled drug at all, any Class A, Class B, Class C drug, do not be found in possession, do not be found recommending. It can even be a slimming pill or a supplement, but as a nurse, if you're not so sure of the content of these products, do not recommend to anybody else. If they should report with any health problem and then it is raised that you recommended these drugs or you recommended these supplements without qualification as a nurse prescriber and without the necessary licenses, it can be in trouble. Even if it's a hair product, even if it's a drink, even if it's on Amazon already and being sold. As a nurse, these things have landed so many nurses into big serious trouble. Firearms, ammunitions, explosives. The NMC is not going to take that lightly if you are caught recommending these drugs, prescribing these drugs, in possession of these drugs without a prescription. They said that the fact that she possessed these drugs without a qualification, without the necessary licenses, that they said even when she was prescribing, she was not prescribing with the appropriate form. And then also she did not cross-check with another doctor. Obviously, if you are prescribing a controlled drug, you have to check with another qualified healthcare professional. So she was not doing all these things, and these landed her in trouble. 1, do not entangle yourself in any of these things. Let the non-nurses people do it. Let the non-healthcare professionals do it. They do not have much to lose when they are caught. Stay away from these things. About 3 years ago, a colleague at work was telling me about a story. She's an overseas nurse and she was going back home, on vacation. So another friend of hers from the same country said, can you take these things to my mom when you get back to, let's say, South Africa? Can you give these things to my mom when you go to South Africa? So the lady, when she was packing her stuff, she decided to open the item to see exactly what it was. And lo and behold, she found some benzodiazepines and some drugs that are considered controlled in the UK. So she confronted her friend and then she said that, these are controlled drugs. And if I am found in possession of these things, I can be in trouble. When I heard that story initially, I did not really see the seriousness of the issue. I'm like, how are they going to find out? But after looking at all these cases that have put nurses in trouble, some of them was just because it's not like they were found giving it to people. They had it in their possession, and that landed them in serious trouble. They lost their license because of that. So guys, we need to be vigilant. Even things that you are carrying on behalf of people, if you are found in possession of these things without the prescription, the person can deny ever giving those items to you, and that can put you in trouble. Let's be vigilant. Those are the lessons that I have learned. And that is why when that company contacted me, their product was a slimming tea, I said no. Even if it is registered, so far as I'm not so sure of the exact content of these things, I'm not going to recommend. I'll leave links to the PDFs of those cases where nurses got in trouble by possessing some of these items. I'll leave the cases, the PDF cases, in the description, so you can click on it and then read the entire document for yourself. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you picked a few lessons from it. Watch other episodes of Struck Off so that you can learn more stuff. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Bye.